Government only has about over 40,000.
So if you're a public servant,
it works for you.
It works. Okay.
In business, you cannot say I'll stay back. So the choice is yours basically. If you feel like you want to celebrate in the public holiday, you stay back.
If you feel like your customers are public servants, then don't go and open your shop because you want to get customers.
Yeah.
If you feel like
exactly.
the public servants are your customers and let's say maybe parliament and stuff like that, because they won't be available, so you can't work.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah, so speaking of today being a public holiday, it's the Liberation Day. We remember it years ago, 1986 to be particular, now 40 years ago, when the NRA/NRM right now government came into power. Remember, in around 1981, they went to war. 27 people led by Museveni went to war with their 27 guns, and it was a period of unrest, a lot of unrest, insecurities, and bloodshed and killings here and there, and so in 1986 January, that the very day, this very day is when the NRA took over Kampala, and then we saw the President Museveni being sworn in, as and taking over from Tito Okello. So it was quite an eventful day, and since then we are under the NRM government. Now we are celebrating the reason why we are calling it a Liberation Day for everybody is because it liberated us from the unrest.
Yes.
And then ushered in the democratic processes that you are seeing, the gains that are being protected, the security, the peace, whatever you would like to call it, under the NRM government. So today's theme is, what's the theme? Tribute to patriots who ushered in a fundamental change. President Museveni is supposed to give out about 33 medals, according to Millie Babalanda, who is the Minister for Presidency. That's what she said. And of course, at Kololo right now, where the main celebrations are happening, we have seen President Museveni arriving quite early this time, and then he has inspected the Guard of Honor. We are seeing several NRM officials there, Commissioner Prisons, those are the IGP, Abasia Kagaba, CID boss. So we are seeing people like the Prime Minister, the Speaker of Parliament, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Vice President Najali. All the important names basically are there. So President Museveni is expected to address the nation after inspecting the Guard of Honor. Just a few minutes back, we saw the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Raban Mubaje, giving us a statement and praying as well. So,
Okay. Celebrations zikyagendera ddala mu maaso
n'endoza tezijja kulwawo
tezijja kulwawo anti Museveni kasita amala okwogera the president then n'agaba ne medals ate baba balinda ki waliyo emmere there has to be food, of course,
there has to be.
It is not.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not just open to the public.
No,
this one is not one of those very, very political or open to the public. You must be there on invitation.
Okay.
That is why the people we are seeing there are seniors in the government, agencies in the government.
Senior tosala wali kololo.
Oyinza okusala nga toli senior, but maybe you're working, you're representing maybe Uganda Human Rights Commission or UCC ngakusindise nga representative anyway
now it's so kusindika pam represent Galaxy
on invite. Yes, on invite, but of course I believe there are also private entities that are there, not only government.
Anyway, congratulations to NRM.
So, speaking of NRM, we are seeing the internet is now back. Not so long ago, we saw the CDF's account, the one that we know as the official account of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, saying that we are releasing all social media today. And he was saying in his statement, I thank all the great people of Uganda for their support and cooperation throughout the electoral season. And he says, you are truly the greatest people on earth. And you will give us all the courage. You give us all the courage to serve you. And he says, God bless you all.
Okay. Omani, the moment I saw it, because people took screenshots, sending it to each group.
Yes.
Every group.
Forwarding.
I was like, really? And I was like, no, let me first wait. I went and checked.
Yeah.
Nenda banga, it's his page, the one
Yes.
that we know, like you said. Nenga, but is he the one supposed to tell us that? But I'm like, anyway, he's the CDF, so.
He's the CDF. But you remember that when the internet was shut down, the UCC ED said that the advice or the directive came from the how did he call it? The intersecurity agency, something like that. So when you talk about security, which means it has to do with the CDF. So it probably had to have a hand in it. Although we expected the announcement to come from UCC.
Yes.
Yeah, but since his announcement came up, we have seen Airtel also releasing its statement, MTN as well, saying internet is officially back and open for everybody. So, but we have been using internet. But
ngezezako kujako ka VPN and I try using it without VPN.
It's still, yes, me too, by the way. I tried a few minutes back and it's not yet stable. Maybe they're doing it in a phased way.
No, I'm not saying the internet is not stable. The VPN yeganyo kuvako.
Actually, how do you mean?
It has refused to disconnect. I swear.
No, Flora, that's not possible.
I was trying to disconnect VPN again.
Restart the phone
Maybe
and then do that. It's impossible for it not to go on. Yeah, so anyway, so over the weekend, we know what happened and what was trending on social media. I think you have to restart the phone and see how to.
Because you never know.
So over the weekend, we had Barbie's story and her press at the hospital where she was admitted for a short while, following her allegations of security forces attacking their residence in Magere and brutalizing her, assaulting her sexually as well, because she says they tore one of her tops, but her shirt, and she remained naked and she had to walk across the room, naked on the top side of her body. That was an assault. And then, of course, she said she was beaten, pushed to a pole, and she had her lip. And, you remember, Neva Mutuga, strangulation. Okay, the marks were not seen, but, she that is part of what she said. She alleged
they can strangle you and then marks is taraga. Maybe they can strangle you for a short period of time, imposing about strangling like maybe that's when the marks show. But the way she's saying
so when they pull each and every button that is breaking at your neck, do you expect you feel pain, but the mark may not show?
They may not show it. Kati omuntu ayinza okugamba eyo nagaba nange bamutuze nga tetulaba marks, kumbe marks zisobola obutalaga.
Okay. So that's what she said. They strangled her and all that. She kicked one. Basically, you remember the whole story. It was like a movie scene.
I know.
So we have seen what is her name, Winnie Byanyima, wife to Besigye. She came out releasing a statement. She's saying, I condemn in the strongest terms possible the violent attack on Barbie Itungo's home and her staff. And she says this continued persecution is not right. And then we've also seen this is now one of the directors for an NGO of human rights. It's called Foundation Human Rights Initiative. Livingstone Sewanyana is also speaking about it, and he's also condemning, and he's saying it wasn't right for soldiers to infiltrate a home. There are proper channels in which if you want to have a search warrant of someone's home or demand for certain things, there are lawful ways that you can actually do that.
Bikolwa bya bujozi, bikolwa bya kutulugunya, bikolwa bya kutyoboola, ate bikolwa ebimenya amateeka. President Museveni yavaayo n'abivumirira era n'alaga waayimiridde nti takkiriziganya nabyo ng'era amateeka bwe galagira, waddembe okuwaaba mu kkooti era ensonga ezo ne ziwulizibwa era abakwatibwako ne bavunaanibwa. Tunajjukira nti mu kalulu k'2021 abantu 54 battibwa era n'okutuusa kaakano famire zaabwe zikyabanja okuliyirirwa ate n'obwenkanya. Tujjukira President Museveni naye yavaayo n'alaga waayimiridde ku nsonga eyo. Bwe tulaba ebikolwa ebyo nga byeyongera ne mu kulonda kw'2026 kyannaku.
Well,
so a lot of people were saying, Banange, human rights, see you're quiet, feminists, see you're quiet, but when it comes to talking about men, you're always vocal and stuff like that. But I am glad someone, Dr. Sewanyana, has actually come out to say something, because maybe anyway, it's just allegations, there is no evidence and stuff like that, over enough evidence. But I'm glad someone is saying something about it.
Even Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the CDF, through again that official page on X that we know, said that he actually dismissed the allegations of Barbie, that the soldiers actually beat her up and harassed her in the way that she alleged they harassed her. And he says our soldiers do not beat up women. The actual person that we're looking for is Bobby Wine, but we don't have any business with Barbie Itungo. So he say the allegations that she was beaten up are not true. That is according to the CDF. The CDF account, that official account of the CDF.
And it's one word against the other.
It's one's account against the other. So we are still following up on that one. Wait and see, because even Bob Wine this morning also released a statement about the accusations that the CDF was saying that we don't beat soldiers. Actually, if I could read for his message, it says, my soldiers did not beat up Barbie, Kabobi's wife. First of all, we do not beat up women. They are not worth our time. They are not worth our time. We are looking for her cowardly husband, not her. So we are not worth their time.
Because you're not worth his time.
You're not worth his time. Then you're not that consequential. Now again, what do you mean?
Hello guys.
The mid-morning to Corner with Flora Shaw, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Zina. Nemukisajja gw'okikakasa omanya byokkanika bimanyi bulungi nnyo ssebo. Kati oba obimanyi lwaki buli kyontera mu ppiki yange kigitta? Spare omutuufu gwe simanyi naye okkanika nkumanyi. Teeka spare omutuufu mu ppikipiki yo oleme kutataaganyizibwa. Funa spare wa ppikipiki